or, you know, he likes explosions, something like that. Yeah, so it's creepy as fuck that Facebook and Google sell your information, like, and it's creepy how big they are as fucking, it's really crazy. And they're so big because it's they have so much power, and the power lies in the control, and the control is of basically you, because it's the analyzing of your data, and then, you know, advertising to you, and that's a big thing. Holy shit. I'm gonna have to start doing these in the daytime. I like these late night ones. I can tell a little bit slower. You know what I'm saying? I get distracted a lot easier. Like my eyes, I feel like I have to focus in a little bit more on this shit. But still fun. All right. We gotta get to drinking, buddies. Yes, sir. So Joe was talking about at 1455, Facebook is basically an outrage algorithm. Like, basically, well, they have been caught, like, or they came out saying that, like, they use an algorithm to see what you like and what you dislike. And what you dislike, they will put things in your feed or like news stories and stuff that you dislike, because outrage sells more than likes. Like, for example, that's why, like, people saying fucked up shit is like it has more, like, more people want to see like fucked up videos, you know, on World Star or something like that, or, you know, people being rude to each other because it, you know, they think, oh, it's funny to be a dick, because that's, I don't know, for some reason people think that you know, outrage is more interesting than like working together and doing the right thing. Like, they'd rather have chaos and, you know, all that shit. But yeah, it's just so crazy that, like, you got our parents' generation on Facebook, and it's like using an algorithm to just make people argue with each other. And I don't use Facebook anymore, thank God, but like, oh my God, back in the day, I just remember so much drama with like family stuff, like, because Facebook, like, you would have your friends and family, so like you would post things. Well, I was like friends first, and then at a certain point family started to come, but you would post things, and like, and then your family would chime in. It's like, shut the fuck up. Like, not even once, and not even just one family member, like, if you have a big family, like, and then that just starts a whole bunch of shit, and just passive aggression, and hostility. It's crazy. So yeah, fuck Facebook. And Facebook owns Instagram, so I'm wondering how long that I'm gonna be until I'm like, fuck Instagram. Like, when's the algorithm gonna be fucked up for that too? But yeah, some people just spew negativity and they just seek drama. So in 1646, Chris was talking about how, like, he was talking about this like grasshopper thing or whatever, and it would change into a locust. It was like a cricket or something, I think, and it changed into a locust. I don't know why I didn't write down what the name of the fucking insect was. Like, my memory's fucked, I guess. But yeah, I think it was a cricket. But he was talking about how it changed to a locust based off of like the state of, like, if it would rain or not, like if there'd be a lot of rain or not. It would change like the way its body looked, and it would change it to like a locust, which is basically the way I was looking at that, is like, so people will change who they are based off of their environment. Like, you know, if you're put in a very fucked up situation, like, and you don't have any attention, like, at all from your family, your parents, and you kind of maybe even worse, then your characteristic, you start to change to like this different animal, sort of, you know what I mean, with different features. I think of myself as kind of a chameleon of sorts in social situations, like, and always, and not even like in a psychopath way or a sociopath way, like, not just telling you what you want to hear so I can get my way, but more or less, like, I just, even as a kid, I just, like, would be able to go in between, like, different groups of people, like the jocks and the nerds, like in middle school or whatever, elementary school or whatever, just, like, I don't know, and I think that's a really important thing, to be able to be adaptive, and that's what Chris Ryan was talking about. He was just talking about being adaptive. And one thing is just, like, like, if you pay attention to people's body language, and eye contact, you can really see if they're interested in the conversation. You can see what if something interests them that you said, something upsets them, if, just ask people what they're into and stuff. Sometimes it pays more to listen than to talk, which is a very ironic thing for me to say on a podcast where all I fucking do is run my goddamn mouth and try to get it correct. So 20 minutes, 13 seconds. They're talking about, like, how much of who you are and how your body works is dependent on the way your brain is catching things. That's what Joe was saying. And, that's so true. Like, depending on, and this is so cliche to say, but I guess if a simple way to put it is, if you're a sharp person, then you're adaptive, and, like, the way that you're able to maneuver through life is a little bit easier than if you're someone that, like, never had internet growing up, kind of, didn't have any experience with the world, kind of a dull life, like, that will affect, the way that you're able to think about a situation affects, everything. So, at 21 minutes and 30 seconds, Chris was talking about how, that's why he starts, admitting that he's a creep, which is hilarious, because honesty is the best method. Like, honesty really is the best method, because, one, you don't have to remember all your lies and your bullshit. The truth is the truth. It's there. And I have this theory, or this kind of thing I call the web of deceit. And it's basically that the reason the world is fucked up and all the fucked up things in the world all kind of stems, like, to the root of deception and lies. And the opposite would be the truth. So if there was, like, no lies, then if there was no deception and no lies, then there wouldn't be any evil, because if you think about it, like, if you're being rude to someone, or if you're, like, beating, a wife beater or something like that, like, you're not being truthful with yourself. Like, you're not being truthful that you're doing the right thing, so it's deception. Or, for example, like, politicians, like, and so that's why the world is all fucked up. It's because of lies. It's the web of deception. That's what I call it. And, what's so crazy about this? And I would have to go back, like, I don't even know how I'd find this, but there was a podcast, a Rogan podcast, where months after I, like, thought about this, I don't know, spider web, and deceit, like, the opposite of the truth. Anyways, months after talking about this, or thinking about this, I should say, maybe it was a couple weeks, I saw a podcast where one of his guests was talking something, and I think they mentioned web of deceit, or deception, or something similar. I don't know. I'm curious to go back and see what that's up to. Damn. So we're running short on time. 5 minutes. Holy shit. But alright, so we're almost getting there. So they talked about, like, hypnosis, 22 minutes, 22 seconds, and how in prehistoric populations, hypnotic ability would be adapted, because a lot of the rituals, like healing rituals, were really relying on the placebo response. So that's pretty interesting. So kind of going back to, not calling it placebo, but going back to the whole prayer thing or whatever, it's like, so just like they were saying, if you believe in something, then the placebo effect will actually give you more than not believing. The doubt itself will fuck you up. Which doubt is kind of deceit, because it's not the truth. If you doubt yourself, then you're telling yourself you can't do something. But, so 25 minutes, 15 seconds, they're talking about how brain damage has an impact on your mind's ability to rationalize, like, and you start to be more impulsive and stuff. And sometimes I wonder if that's why, like, I'm not super impulsive now at this age, 25, but as a younger cat, holy shit. Like, the difference between me now as a 25-year-old and 20 is huge. It's fucking crazy. But, even, 21, 22 is still different. But, 21 to 25 now, way different. But, calm down a lot. But sometimes I wonder, brain damage, is that why I used to be so impulsive? But, I got fucking hit by a car. Well, I had concussions before that, but I got hit by a car one night walking home, depressed about a girl, and the car was, the speed limit on that road, I think now is like 55, but it went up. I think it used to be 45, or 50. So, we'll say that car was going like 45 miles per hour. I got hit by a car going like 45 miles per hour, like 50 miles per hour, whatever it was. Whatever the car was going, fucking my legs just went above my head, and it did a full... Sometimes I wonder if, like, if that shit has an effect. Like, like you said, brain damage, does that affect impulsive behavior? Whatever. Alive, still here. Fucking no broken bones. I literally got up, and I was like, is anything broken? And I was in pain, but I was like, and I took a step, and I was like, oh, no, it's just like it felt bruised, but nothing was broken, because I could walk. So I fucking walked the rest of the mile. Fucking crazy shit. I didn't die. I was... weird. But so they're talking about multiple personality disorders at 25 minutes and 50 seconds, and how people who experience childhood trauma, sexual trauma and stuff, they develop multiple personality disorder to protect their ego, their mind from what the terrible shit that's going on. They basically create multiple personalities to disassociate with what's going on. It's just so fucking sad, man. It really is. Holy shit. So, 2705 is a species of grasshopper in North Africa, where as the population changes, their physical characteristics change. They go from a grasshopper to cannibal, and they turn into locusts. So, pretty sure I was just talking about that at 1646, but maybe I was just confused. Fucked up. I don't know. Fucked up. Speaking of fucked up. Yeah. So I already talked about that. Yeah, your environment affects who you are. So that's why we need to fix the world and fix, like, jail shit. Dogs, we're running out of time on this one. I might actually do a part 2 on this. I am going to do a part 2 on this. Just because I share, like, some stories and stuff. And in this one, and I really didn't think this was going to get to 45 minutes. I really didn't. But there were some good stories, so fuck it. Jeez, Louise, lemon squeeze. Yeah, we're gonna take a break real quick, a little breaky poo poo, and we will return here shortly. What? Shortly now. Yeah, I just don't want to, I can't cram it all into 40 seconds left. We got a couple pages left. So after this song's over, we're going to travel down yonder. Travel down yonder now. You hear? Now I said. Oh, this is a perfect drinky poo time. Yes, sir. Oh yeah, we got a RuneScape episode coming tomorrow, guys. Yes, sir, with a guest.
Ha ha ha.